A significant religious event for Filipinos is happening in October in the United States. The 3-foot bronze statue of the first Filipino saint, San Lorenzo Ruiz, will be permanently enthroned at St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York City. And to tell us more about this, joining us now live in the studio is Father Erno Diaz. He's the chairman of the San Lorenzo Ruiz Global Ministry and the founder of the Blessed Lorenzo Ruiz movement in America. Good morning, Father Diaz. It's great to have you this morning.
Good morning.
Father, this is quite a significant event, obviously, for Catholics and Filipinos in general. The statue of St. Lorenzo Ruiz is going to be given a place of honor in St. Patrick's Cathedral. What's the history of the statue, and what has this journey been like for it to finally have a place of honor in St. Patrick's Cathedral?
In 1982, like a year after the beatification, Cardinal Sin donated a statue of San Lorenzo Ruiz to the Filipinos in New York. We needed a statue to promote his devotion. And so Cardinal Sin, I think, was given that statue by Ambassador Kawagun Chua,
who was ambassador to Laos at the time.
And then Cardinal Sin donated it to us. And since then, we've been using the statue during the Mass for San Lorenzo in September every year.
Right. Obviously instrumental in his journey from a martyr to his beatification and eventually canonization, which of course you and among many others promoted the cause of his canonization. Tell us a little bit more about your movement. How did you promote knowledge about the first Filipino saint, and obviously introduce San Lorenzo Ruiz to other cultures, because he is now certainly there for everybody to learn about and appreciate.
You know, I was privileged to attend the beatification in 1981, but I was already working in New York. When I went back to New York, Cardinal Sin said, "Why don't you promote San Lorenzo to the Filipinos there?" He was the Blessed Lorenzo. And I said, why not? You know, the Filipinos did not know about Blessed Lorenzo Ruiz.
And obviously very fitting. Now he is considered, I believe, the patron saint of immigrants. So it's very fitting for him to be the journey of this statue is a story in itself, and very fitting to be there in New York as a beacon for Filipinos there.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because nowadays, the newspapers, television, and another sources of information, speak about the plight of immigrants. They still continue to this time. The thousands in the U.S., and thousands more in the Middle East and other parts of the world. You know, the immigrants, Philippine immigrants, they go to those countries, for a better future. But then, in their existence there, they of course sometimes experience alienation.
Absolutely. Trials, great trials,
opposition, adversity. That was the experience of San Lorenzo Ruiz.
Right, and he certainly is a figure that they can look towards for guidance, for blessings, and certainly, just somebody who they can pray to and ask for guidance in their journey themselves.
Definitely.
Absolutely. So the enthronement is happening on October 25th. Are there any other activities leading up to this, and how can we in the Philippines witness the movement or the enthronement and be part of this movement?
Okay. On October 25th, there will be a big Mass in the cathedral. It is the celebrated Mass of about 300 plus Filipino priests who will be in New York on the occasion of their national convention. And I had spoken with the rector of the cathedral, Father Enrique Salvo, to have the statue enthroned on that occasion, so that the 300 plus Filipino priests will witness it.
Fantastic.
These priests come from all over the United States, California, Chicago, Florida, New York, and so they will witness the permanent enthronement of our first Filipino saint.
Amazing. So this is really quite significant for Filipinos, for Catholics all over the world, and for Catholic Filipinos in particular in New York. It's going to be something special for sure. We want to say thank you once again to Father Erno Diaz for joining us here on New Day. Best of luck, sir.
Well, thank you, CNN Philippines, for giving me the opportunity to talk about this exciting event.
It's been a pleasure to have you, sir.
Thank you. God bless.